Although I'm impressed, though. I'm impressed, ladies, with the amount of information you could throw in a story. It's impressive. But where I am as impressed, the amount of info you put in a story, ladies, you are equally surprised the fact that one man can speak to another man and get little to no information. That's why your guy can come back from a weekend with a bunch of guys and go, hey, Steve's getting a divorce. Really? Why? I don't know. What, you didn't ask him? Why the hell would I ask him? The guy says he's getting a divorce. That's all I need to know. Well, why are they getting a divorce? I don't know. They don't like each other. Why do people get divorces? To show how much I don't speak to people, I just went to my high school reunion, right? Hadn't seen these guys in a bazillion years. Walked up, went to one of my best friends in high school, went over there and went, hey, what's up? He goes, nothing. What's up with you? Nothing. Caught up. Not a day passed between us. My wife goes, what's he do for a living? Are you guys gonna see each other again? Is he married? Does he have kids? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a private investigator. Here's a little trick you ladies can do. You want your guy to listen to you to the very end of your riveting story? Do what they do on the news. Ever watch like Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood? All those shows do is plug the next story, right? They tease you. They're like, up next, you won't believe what's gonna happen. You're gonna want to stay and watch. Blah, blah. And then you stay and watch, and then that story sucks, but the next story, like, oh, the last story, next one, wow, right? Or on the news, they always have that teaser story. That's how you ladies need to talk to your guy. First thing out of your mouth has to be something really interesting. You have to say something like, hey, you know one of the girls I work with totally wants to sleep with you. But first, what should I bring to the picnic? Potato salad or dinner salad? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, something that comes in a bowl. Anyway, you're talking about a girl or something like that? I used to think this, right? When I got married, you know, everyone gets a divorce, and I don't want to deal with the big drama and stuff like that. But now that I've been married for a little bit, I realize this, that it's not one big thing that maybe separates a marriage. It's that little thing that person did the first night you met him. And you kind of pushed it down, but then they do it. I'll tell you right now, I hope it never happens, but here's the exact reason why I would get a divorce from my wife. Why we're driving, and my elbow is on the center console, and she opens it without asking me. All you gotta do is say, I need to get in there. Just don't swing that shit open. Oh yeah, okay, there's two. When I'm trying to parallel park as I'm coming in at the last moment, don't go, you take the focus off what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna end up hitting something. Well, stop it. Are you guys married? Let me ask you this, and I'll ask you this in a little bit. I want to ask you what your last argument was. But before you say anything, I have to tell you this. I was doing a show, right? And I asked that every show, because I get some good answers. I asked this married couple, front row, I said, hey, what was the last argument you got in? And the woman looked at me, and people, you think I want some lighthearted answer, right? I don't want to go deep in your real relationship, right? The woman goes, really? Our last argument? Why don't you ask him? So now after 20-some years of stand-up comedy experience, my first thought was, no, not gonna ask him. Not gonna mention it to him at all, right? And my wife likes to fight in public. That's her little move. And I'm starting to know, and she's like, hey, let's go to the county fair. Nope, there's people there. You wanna argue with me. Why would you wanna go to the county fair unless you're gonna wanna bring up a fight with me? So she likes to freak out in public because I think other women come up behind me and look at her and are like, right? And one time she was kind of freaking out, and I heard this young guy go, I wouldn't put up with that bullshit. Ha, young guys, you don't even know. But you know what? I am glad my wife freaks out at me, because here's the deal. She freaks out. When her head hits the pillow, she yelled at me for everything that day. And the next day, I'll piss her off on a whole bunch of new shit. Fellas, if you're with a woman now that you've never seen freak out, let me tell you something. The quiet ones are the ones that kill you when you're sleeping. There has been a pillow over your head 1 or 2 nights, and luckily she talked herself out of it. And if you don't believe me, watch the news. Every couple months, it's the same weird story. It's the same husband-wife team go on a cruise, only the wife comes back. That happens a lot. It's always the same wife being interviewed on CNN. I don't know what happened. We were just playing shuffleboard, and he never came back to the cabin. It's a nice day, isn't it? There's no way I would ever take a cruise with my wife, ever. And if we did, and we're on the deck, and she's like, come look at the water, I'd be like, okay. And then I'll tether myself to something. Looks good, I don't need to get closer than that. Be in bed with her with my life jacket and that blinky thing. You taking that off? No, not till I see my return ticket, thank you very much. Tell you this little story. Lying in bed with my wife recently, right? Lying in bed with her. I'm facing her. That's my foreplay. Yeah, that was on the review. Here's my move right here. Want to see it? I'm so lazy, I don't even take my head off the pillow. I'm just like... Wonder if I can do it with her and keep my head on the pillow the whole time. Man, that would be awesome if I could do that. And then she's like usually reading a magazine, and then I got this other move where I kind of just start hipping into her, you know? I just kind of... And then she usually just keeps reading, you know? Why doesn't Brittany just move out of... I don't know. So, real quick question for you. My stabbing the side of your leg isn't doing anything for you? Because I've been working it now for the last 20 minutes, man. I've been kind of hitting your lower hamstring. Nothing? That's not getting you crazy at all? Well, I gotta tell you what, to be honest, I'm almost done. If you could face that way, it's gonna make me feel a lot less uncomfortable. While I'm doing that, I hear her do this. I hear her go. Now, I have learned nothing good is about to happen when I hear that little, right? So I got this little move. Don't tell her, but here's the deal. I know that means she wants to talk. So I got this little thing where I immediately turn over and pretend to be asleep, like within seconds. And here's my little sleep move. I turn over and I slow down my breathing. Then I just do, watch it now, I just do just a little twitch, just a little one. Okay? Don't oversell it, fellas, and check it, it can be all out. Just all you need is a little twitch, right? And if she asks you while you're sleeping, don't say yes and giggle. Because here's the deal. I know my wife wants to talk, and I'm trying to go to sleep, and here's the deal. I love her to death, but I gotta say, how do I say this? Because she'll see this. Her stories are a bit lengthy. She tends to think things belong in the story that I don't think need to belong in there. My wife can turn a 2-minute conversation with the cable guy into a Harry Potter book, and... You know, are they fixing it on Wednesday or not? Why are you still telling me a story? Although I'm impressed, though. I'm impressed, ladies, with the amount of information you could throw in a story. It's impressive. But where I am as impressed, the amount of info you put in a story, ladies, you are equally surprised the fact that one man can speak to another man and get little to no information. That's why your guy can come back from a weekend with a bunch of guys and go, hey, Steve's getting a divorce. Really? Why? I don't know.